Okay, ladies, tonight's topic will focus on breaking down the meaning of gaslighting in a relationship. Now, our topic was inspired by an episode of Red Table Talk featuring clinical psychologist Dr. Ramani Durvasula. Dr. Ramani said gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation and emotional abuse in which a person's reality is doubted. It's done repeatedly with the purpose of psychologically dismantling them and leaving them feeling as though they are mentally unwell and fully dominated by their gaslighter. She continued, this isn't just that never happened. I think people get stuck on, oh, you're gaslighting me because you told me that's never happened. That's okay. Let's get into this gaslighting thing. I think this is a term that we get thrown around. So let me go ahead and read this. Well, let me share my experience real quick. Gaslighting, okay, a lie is one thing, right? No, I wasn't there. Okay, you caught me. You caught me, I was cheating. A gaslighter will say, you know, that's just your mind playing tricks on you, Vivica. Or Selena, you didn't really see that. Or Lisa Ray, you know, here you go again, when they're the one that's been caught red-handed. So it kind of makes you feel like you're losing it because they're so good at making you feel like you didn't see what you just saw and you don't know what you didn't know. So let's get into this. Have y'all ever dealt with a gaslighter? Anyone here want to go first? Anyone ever feel like they've dealt with someone like this?
No, gaslighting never worked for me. I think of it as a manipulating ass kisser. You know, because you can't tell me, because first of all, I don't really listen to a lot of gossip. And if I do take in something that might be going on, I do just that. I take it in and I keep it here. You know what I mean? Like here until I obviously can relate to it because of my own eyes. I've seen, my own experience or whatever, but it's hard to be
not really about gossip, like stuff with you. Like say you're with a man and you caught him in a lie. Instead of him fessing up, he may try to make you feel like you crazy, like you didn't see what you saw. Have you ever had that happen to you?
I mean, yeah, that happens. That happens. But
okay,
then
that's a gaslighter.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah, I can see it not working with you, Lisa. But never mind. Let's go to Selena.
I just broke up a friendship relationship with a person who had a histrionic personality disorder, very much a narcissist. And narcissists tend to gaslight a lot. Even when they're victims, you can still become a narcissist even when you've been victimized in your life. So like off of the example that Claudia, just piggybacking off of that, like this person, if you highlight them hurting you, like if you say, hey, this makes me, this, or I'm hurt about that, and you shouldn't have done this. And even if you come to them in a nice way, they always want to spin it as if the reason why they did something is because of
you.
It's you. You're the reason why, and this person, or they will try to make it seem, they will create their own story in their own mind. Well, I don't like the way you normally talk to me, so this is why I respond. But it's never dealing with their problem at the time. It's almost like, oh, you stabbed me, stop stabbing me. And they'd be like, well, you keep jumping in the way. So every time you jump in the way, you keep getting stabbed. But it doesn't address the fact that you're stabbing me and I'm actually dying.
They make you question reality.
That's what they do. And I've had people in my life that are like that. And there's some that are constant victims that everybody did something to them. They never take responsibility for things that they've done to other people. And those type of people, only thing, in my experience, the only thing you can do is stay away from them. That's it. Like, it's no real way you can try to make them see, because I feel like personally, because I'm not a psychiatrist, but I just feel like they haven't addressed the trauma that has happened in their life, and it blocks them from seeing that they're hurting others.
They have no empathy for others. And Vivica, let's go to you. Have you ever dealt with a narcissist? Do you feel like you dealt with one?
Yes.
Thank you for answering that for me, Lisa.
Welcome. No.
We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Seriously. Is it too, do you want me to? Move on.
Haven't been able to see my godson for 2 years, who I miss so much, dealing with someone just like this. And it was the one way to hurt me. And Lisa Ray knows exactly who I'm talking about. I wish these people knew that through their lying and self-serving, selfish ways, how hurtful it can be. I am a very strong person, and I give a lot, and people have to understand when you gaslight and you do it to manipulate, and if it involves children, how unfair it is. That's all I can say for now, Claudia. I'm sorry.
No, I know what you're talking about, and I'm sorry. But thank you for speaking on that, because it's not only in relationships, it's with friends. It's with anyone that makes you question reality. Like, was I tripping? Was I wrong?
Right now, I'm going through it. I'm going through it right now with a person, but I got to keep saying to myself, it's not you. Your heart was good. You did everything you were supposed to do. You have to believe that. Like, you got to keep saying it over and over again to yourself, because I be doing it too. Like, well, maybe I did say, and maybe I didn't do. And that don't be the case.
I think also that it becomes the person's perspective, because they're not going to see it your way until they see it for what it really is,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they feel valid in the way that they are thinking until you bring it to them. Like, sometimes you need a mediator. Sometimes you need somebody in the middle to say, hey, this is Black and this is white. Now, do you see the Black and do you see the white? Sometimes you need that to be able to come. And I think and believe that when it's time for it to come and throughout the healing, it will come right back around.
I agree.
And then sometimes, Lisa Ray, you have to learn to release and let God.
That's right. And let them deal with a situation that is the same to them like they did to you. That's sometimes how they see.
I will say this, though. There is no cure for narcissism. There's no cure for it. You cannot change a narcissist, y'all. And a lot of people will be very frustrated and hurt themselves in the process, because they're like, no, I can get through to them with my love and with the facts. They don't live in the same world as you. They don't. So, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for being so transparent about that. And I'm sorry, Miss Vivica, that you're hurting about this. And I know you miss.
I'm going to always let my God know that I love him. Nothing will ever destroy that love. Nothing.
I think we all know that.
Ever watch this one day, know that your Gigi always loves you.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I didn't ask y'all about drinking, but I'm going to drink my drink right now. So
I need one too, damn it.
Let's all have a drink on that.
All I got is tea. I mean,